Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope you all feeling amazing. Hope you all feeling very highly favored by the Lord, as always, as you should. Because let me turn this down some. Because there's no reason why you shouldn't feel very highly favored. Come on now, gotta get into it. Gotta get into the very highly favored. Y'all might get tired of me saying it, but until you realize that you're really highly favored, then you won't be able to realize all the gifts of the earth. How is your vision of the earth? Meaning, how do you see the earth? How do you realize that your life is really sweet, and how it's not really down in the dumps as you believe it in your mind and as you portray it. Now, today's topic will be keep your eye on the prize. Now, this isn't just about having a target, because in order to have a target, you have to be mentally prepared for that target. And if you choose to be spiritual, if you are spiritual, it also ties in to the spiritual as well. All right, so number one, have a money goal. If you are okay, I get it. I know I say that you cannot be chasing money, but once you realize you are not chasing money, you want to set a certain goal. And when I mean money goal, what I simply mean is something that'll keep you pushing. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's just say for the people who don't really have anybody to count on them, this will be for you. Or let's say you possibly don't have any family members, any like family members that you really don't have on the top of your mind. You know, like set a money goal. You want it that will help you decipher your wants and your needs, and that will help you know what are you wasting your expenses and your income. So have a money goal. Me, I say all right, 200,000 or more. No, I don't say or more. I say 200,000 US dollars or whatever, or my blessing capacity. So the minimum is 200,000, right? But my blessing capacity, but I'm saying from their Lord all the way to my blessed capacity. So you don't want, that's another thing. You do not want to put a limit on your blessings. Because if you say the max is 50,000, you're going to get only that 50,000, or you're going to find ways to make that 50,000. You say the max, if I was to say the max is 200,000, number one, I didn't say the minimum of the 200,000. If I was to say max of the 200,000, that mean that's the most I can get. So that's why I say the least is 200,000, or my blessing capacity. So whatever I can handle, Lord, give it to me. Have a money goal. The reason why I say have a money goal is to keep you striving, because sometimes you will get ahead of yourself, spending unnecessary money, spending unnecessary expenses on things that you won't even need for the next day or the next week. Sure, if you're buying gifts for others, such as your family members, that might be so more so reasonable. But I am talking about gifts for yourself, items for yourself. Do you need it or do you want it? Or if you need clothes, go get clothes. But do you need all these other various items that you have the desire for? No, you do not need it. So don't buy it. I truly only said having a money goal because that's where I started at. When I first started this journey, I had a money goal. This is more like for beginners. This video is more like for beginners and for people who don't have the strive, people who don't realize that you have people struggling, etc. This is for the people that are just not getting started on their journey. This I'm just not getting started on my motivational journey and my gospel journey, but my mindset journey started back in April. So back around April, June, I had a money goal. So the reason why I had a money goal because I felt like I didn't have nothing to push for. Then I started realizing I like, hold up, I got a future to push for, future kids to push for, my mother to push for, my ascendant to push for, people that I know that might be struggling to push for. Then I said, you know what, Lord, I'll do the minimum. The minimum will be a money. I'll put the minimum as a set amount of money or a set amount of profit. But the max will be whatever my blessing capacity could be. So I'm not putting a bad minimum on the Lord, but I'm doing but I'm also doing whatever the Lord knows that I can handle. And like I said in the previous video, not everybody can handle wealth. It is not. It's like for somebody who has a poor mindset, you cannot handle the wealth like you are supposed to handle it. Why? Because you see money, you see lumps of money, you want to spend it. I know. If I see 200,000, let's see, if I see 200,000 right here, I won't spend it all. Why? Because number one, I'm disciplined. Number two, in my room, I have how I budget my money. Because that's if you're just freeballing your money, you're freeballing it. You're going to waste it. You're going to spend it even without trying to spend it. Oh, okay. What I can do in the future, I could just I could just replace the money that I spent that was really meant for this section of my life. But now I'm just going to spend it for now. And you know, of course I'm going to get it back because the Lord got me. All right, what if the Lord decides to step back? Be like, whoop. Next thing you know it, you could be like, why God, why me? The Lord gives us the will to manage our money however we want to. But if there's a hard time in life, then you're just gonna be looking down like this. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I know not to give you that amount no more. I just be feeling like the Lord be funny sometimes. I know he not. I know the Lord ain't boring. He's not boring because he's funny in ways that people won't even notice. Like you'll be like, oh, they still in their place? Oh, let me chill out. And then they be like, oh, they still in that same place. And they'll be like me and the Lord be having that connection. It's like that fatherly connection. It's that friendly connection. It's that mentor connection. It's that therapy connection. Like my connection just comes straight from the Lord, and I'm glad for it. And when I put a money goal, that does not mean that I'm not hindering the Lord of his blessings, because he can bless how much that he wants to bless, but he wants to make sure that what he is blessing is not going to waste. And the reason why I say that is because why would you give on to something? Like, do you get what I'm saying? If I'm a father and I see how my child is spending the money, if I get little money here and there, like how the Lord does me, give me money here and there, and if my child wastes the money, obviously when he or she turns 18, I'm not going to give them all the air. I will give them piece by piece to play by, and they will not know how much I have for them. Oh, here's your money. Oh, wow, so oh, that's all we have. You know, tough times. I have to invest the money. I have to invest with money. But that's how the Lord does. He tests us out. He sees what we can handle. All right. Number two, have a mental goal. Now, obviously, you need to have a mental goal, and the reason why I say have a mental goal is because without your mental, without God, without God strengthening your mental, you are mentally and physically, emotionally nothing. If the Lord doesn't bless you, well, if you don't allow the Lord to bless you with a strong mentality, how can you handle your money? How can you handle your emotions? How can you handle people? You're just going to go out in anger and you're just going to blast stuff out, and then you're just going to shut up. So, shut out. Either way, you need to have a mental goal. So every month I have a mental goal. Sometimes my mental ties in with my spiritual goals, because for me they come from both the same thing, because I strengthen my mental through the spirit of God. So I pretty much put like my wellness and my spiritual all into one section. And the reason why I do that, because like I said, God is the one who strengthens my mind. So if you don't have mental goals, because I have mental goals. If you do not have mental goals, how would you know? Number one, how would you know your progress? And number two, how would you know if you're backtracking or not? A person, an individual can backtrack without them even knowing. And the reason why is because they're not keeping tabs of what they are doing. Not keeping tabs of what they are doing. And the reason why I say that they're not keeping tabs is because, obviously they're not writing anything down. Don't have a checklist. They're just going off of memory, and sometimes your memory could go bland. So often you can forget how much you spent on one area of your life. Next thing you know, you spend two less, which is okay. And then there's another area where you spend a whole bunch at and you didn't even know. So once you actually jot down how much you're bringing in and your expenses, you're like, oh dang, I didn't know I was spending that much. Yes, you are spending that much. The reason why I said yes, you are spending that much. Let's see, the reason why you're spending that much is because you're not jotting it down. If you jot it down, you do have more of a discipline. Even if you are somebody who does not have strong discipline, by just jotting it down, it comes with more discipline, and that also comes with having a mental goal. Mental goal can be discipline. Mental goal can be getting away from people. Mental could be reading. Mental could be enhancing your mindset. Mental could be having more strength in the Lord. There's many ways that mental can take place. So having a mental goal, progress every day, progress every week, progress every month, every year, everything. The reason why I say progress, because practice makes progression. Progression makes near perfect, but nobody can be perfect. And the reason why, of course, nobody can be perfect, because we all have sin, and we all slack off sometimes. And it's okay if you are a person who slacks off, because I get it. Sometimes your desire goes somewhere else where that it isn't supposed to go. I do not blame you for it. I've had desires elsewhere, such as relaxing. Sometimes I would want to relax, but then I would have to kick in and be like, oh no, you are not supposed to relax. You are supposed to give the word. You are supposed to finish your stuff. You're supposed to finish your task. So once I do finish my task, then I'm like, okay, now I can chill. That's what I do. I'll be like, oh, now I can chill. But until I finish my task, no, don't chill. Don't chill until you finish. It's a marathon. If you're going too fast of a pace, slow down. But don't deplete your constant rate of speed when it comes to the ladder of success. Make sure keep it at a keep it at a good pace. Good pace. It will take you a while to find out how long it will take, or how long let's see how long it will how what's the word how long the process will take. But it's all worth it. It really is all worth it, and I can declare it's all worth it, even without me seeing major profits just yet. I can say it is worth it, and of course, like I said, it is worth it. So yeah, that mental goal is something serious, because once you change your mental, you change those around you. Once you change those around you, they impact others. Excuse me, guys. Then they impact others. Then after they impact others, then we impacting the whole village. And then there you go, just off of mental networking. helping each other out through the soul, you're branching off, and other people are helping each other, which is my goal. I would love to help everybody, empower and encourage one another. Because if I can't empower you, hopefully somebody else can. But if I cannot empower you, then honestly I do not know what to say. Because if I had somebody like me and if the person that I am now, if I had that one as a role model when I was younger, I would have went the route. I wouldn't have went the route that I went. But at the same time, you cannot blame anybody for not being the role model that you need, because it's your life and it is now your accountability. Now you must take action for it. And if you do not want to take action for your past, then you're better off just relaxing at the house, because you need this though, two things that you need, three things: love, accountability, wisdom. Love, accountability, wisdom. Knowing the Bible, of course, is hope, faith, love. Hope is you. Okay, I can put it into a business perspective. Hope is you. You hope that you'll get those 100,000s. Excuse me. Like, you hope you'll get those 100,000s. You hope you'll get the millions, 10 millions, billions. The faith, you have faith that this is your talent. And now that you have faith that this is your talent, you understand that your talent will expand and your talent will grow. And that you will be able to harvest what your gifts, what your gifts put out into the world, the output. So, and love. Love is, let's see, love can be used as, let's see, if I say love, if I say love, hmm, if I say, I honestly do not know. Or you could have love for your career, and you love it like how Jesus loved the church. So you're pretty much sacrifice for the business. You would you do whatever it takes in order for there to be a reward at the end. Because look, think about it, when Jesus sacrificed, he pretty much sacrificed. He was. I'm putting it into a mental perspective. So you know how I just said sacrifice over there. Well, Jesus, he didn't sacrifice himself, but he got crucified, which was a sacrifice for us. So at the end, sacrifice, Jesus was rewarded the throne. Of course, was rewarded the throne. That was his reward. So that lets you know, after you sacrifice, you always get a reward. So if I'm sacrificing my money for a business, you will get rewarded for as long as you wait. As long as you wait, you will get a reward. But I just want y'all to hang on in there, because if you can't hang on, then I'm going to have to pray for you, because you have to be able to hang on to life and its tricks, life and its gimmicks, life and the action to take to take you. Actually, it just wants to make you fall. It wants to stop your grind. It wants you just stand still, despite if it's with the Lord or not. Life wants you to stand still, but do not stand still. Do not stand still. Keep it going. Keep it pushing. You got this. Nobody can let it down at all. And I mean that with all of my heart. There's no way that you cannot. There's no way that you cannot. It's merely impossible for you to fail unless you try again. And the reason why it's impossible to fail, because you only fail when you give up. You only truly fail when you give up. Because as long as you sit back down and have a talk with God about everything, until then you are just defeated temporarily. But if you are just defeated temporarily, then that means that you can rise back up to the ground. But not but yeah, that's that for that one. Have a mental goal. I wouldn't be here if I did not have a mental goal. I would still be in the same situations if I did not have a mental goal. But since I do have a mental goal, now it is different now. Different method, different atmosphere, different spiritual weapons. It is just different everything. And I'm glad that it is different. I'm real glad that it's different. Alright. Yeah. Have a mental goal. Have a mental goal. You must have a mental goal because without a mental goal, without a mental goal, you will not you will not be able to accomplish everything in life. And I'm closing my eyes because I'm trying to get so deep in this depth. I'm trying to get to the point to what I'm trying to say. Like the deepness in your heart. Okay, I got it now. The deepness in your heart and soul yearns for what you yearn for, but it is only the fact. It is only the fact that, like I said, can you handle it? All right, number three, have a spiritual goal. Yes, you must have a spiritual goal. You can have a spiritual goal but not have a mental goal, but you can have a mental goal and still come up to the Lord. The reason why I say that is because if you're just regular and it's a regular person, like you're doing everything regular, taxes regular, deductions regular, business regular, you obviously get no help once you are doing everything regular. But since you are doing everything regular, then it should be way easier for you. Way easier. Just way easier. Like I know y'all got it. I know y'all got it. I know y'all can grasp it. I have faith in all of y'all who are listening. I do have faith. I do. Again, I do not know where I would be without faith. It was because of the grace of the Lord, the grace and mercy of the Lord, that I am actually able to sit here and talk to y'all about money goals, mental goals, and spiritual goals, along with everything else. Lord, I thank you for allowing me to have this voice. Because if I didn't have this voice, or if I had the voice, but same person, I would most likely waste the voice, and that is not something. That was the reason why I wasn't given to it at an earlier age. Because what if I was to mess up my words? What if I was to not have good speaking? Well, if I was to, be, oh, let's see, crowd, is it crowd? I'm trying to see. Crowd, like a crowd pit. There you go. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have a spiritual goal. Spiritual goal is the best. Like spiritual goal is the best. You level up with the Lord. He gives you strength. He gives you wisdom. He gives you endurance. He tells you what to do. He tells you what to do. He commands you how to do it. How to do it. When to do it. What to do it. Why to do it. And the reason why he does that. Number one. Number one, he's way different than all the. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, better than all those. So today is a good day. Today really is. I'm glad that I was able to speak to y'all. If you could like, subscribe, and share, that would be amazing. And I hope you all have a blessed day. And I will talk to y'all later.